And then there it remains 8 teams, ladies and gentlemen. The quarterfinals is upon us. And I don't know if I should be emotional and sad because the World Cup literally felt like the wind. It just passed away so quickly. And I'm genuinely emotional that I'm talking about a quarterfinals. Perhaps the last World Cup for the golden generation that my childhood has grown up with. Why am I being emotional? But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the quarterfinals predictions. I don't know why I'm sitting like it's my goddamn, Anyways, let's talk about the predictions, right? Ladies and gentlemen, there is 8 teams remaining. Switzerland, Argentina, England, Norway, France, Morocco, Spain, and Belgium. And before we start, obviously, I'm a Ronaldo fan. I just got tired of wearing the goddamn Portuguese shirt, so I'm wearing this, and it's the only shirt I have that is in this goddamn thing. But anyways, does not matter. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the predictions. In my opinion, I always do good in prediction videos. I know I'm known of jinxing stuff and cursing stuff and all of that BS, right? But I am genuinely good when it comes to predictions, and I'm going to predict it with non-biased, no opinion, none of that, right? Let's start with the France versus Morocco. In my opinion, the most 50-50 game in this entire 8 teams that is here, right? 50-50. First of all, Morocco having one of the best teams in the tournament apart from France. In my opinion, Morocco is such a serious team. Last World Cup, they were a team that depended mostly on defending, and attacking wise, obviously, they always played in a counter-attack type of way, right? I think they lacked the midfield as well. They lacked that attack in the last World Cup, and ever since, man, they have been improving year in and year out. Obviously, they won the African champions. They are the African champions. Obviously, we know what happened there. You might consider them as African champions. You might not consider them as African champions. It is what it is. That's for you to decide, right? But ladies and gentlemen, France, obviously, everyone is predicting 90% that France is going to win this World Cup, right? And on paper, they are the strongest team in this entire tournament. They have a dangerous attack, a very compact midfield in my opinion, and a very good defense as well. Saliba has been unbelievable, Upamecano unbelievable, Theo Hernandez unbelievable. The only thing that might hurt that France team, and this is not me being a Real Madrid fan saying this, even Barcelona fans would agree, is Koundé. That right back is very weak in my opinion. He's not the same Koundé that he was a few years ago in my opinion, but still, this France team has so much to cover that is just insane, right? In my opinion, in this game, this again, 50-50. I hope Morocco goes through because, I'm not really a big fan of France. I'm not really a big fan of Mbappe, even as a Real Madrid fan, yes. No matter how good he is, I know he's Mr. World Cup, but in my opinion, France still is going to go through to the next round. France is going to the semi-finals in my opinion. I think France are the clear favorite. France is going to win against Morocco this time because, World Cup France is just a different level, man. The fact that they are this good genuinely makes me sick to my stomach. Morocco will put up a very good game. If this goes to penalties, I see Morocco winning, right? But if it doesn't, I think France is going to win in the first 90 minutes. The best shot for France is going to be in the first 90 minutes. If not, then if it goes to extra time, it's going to look ropey for France in my opinion. I still think France is going to go through and beat Morocco, unfortunately, right? Next game, ladies and gentlemen, is Spain versus Belgium. Now, we all know the heartbreak that I got from Spain kicking out Cristiano Ronaldo. Sucks. I hate it. I hate it here in my life. But what can you say? They played a better game. They were the better team. They played unbelievable this entire tournament. A team that hasn't conceded a single goal this entire tournament. Sure, their competition wasn't the greatest. Apart from Cape Verde, they were really good obviously in this tournament. But, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't change the fact that that defense is so compact and good, where it genuinely just amazes me, man. We all know the potential that Lamine Yamal has. We all know how good they are in that midfield with Pedri and Rodri. Pedri, in my opinion, very calm, very not Pedri-like, right? Rodri, I think, has been off as well. Even though they have been off, this is the crazy thing, right? Even though they're all playing at 70%. Same thing with Lamine Yamal, who just came from an injury as well. He played a few games, but in my opinion, this is not full potential Lamine Yamal we're seeing. But the fact that even 70%, 60%, 50% Lamine Yamal is still one of the best players in the world, man. Every time he gets the ball, so dangerous, so good From top to bottom, they're just insane, right? The only thing Spain lacks is an actual number 9. I know that brother Oyar Bazal is very good, but I don't think he's an actual number 9. Ferran Torres, in my opinion, he's the most dangerous Ferran Torres version, is him coming off the bench. Him starting games as a number 9 is not a good idea, since he doesn't know how to finish chances, right? A proper number 9, and I think Spain goes to the final and wins it, if I'm being honest. The fact that they don't have a number 9, and because they create chances. Lamine Yamal, we saw against Portugal, he was creating, passing in the box, but no one was there to finish the chances and eat the chances. That's where Moreno come in, a dangerous player. You don't know how he plays. He's so unpredictable. Every coach in the world loves Moreno for a reason, and it's so obvious, man. He makes those dangerous runs. He is risky in that midfield, and I think one thing that Pedri, Olmo, and Rodri didn't have in the Portugal game is making those risky runs, going inside the box and finishing those chances. And I think Moreno, he's a ballsy guy. He went inside the box finally. Ferran finds him and obviously kicks out Cristiano Ronaldo and gave me a heartbreak, right? But ladies and gentlemen, Belgium is a serious team, man. Not the best of group stages. I think in the group stage they were such a disappointment. It's unbelievable, right? But after the group stage and the knockout stages started, this team started moving, man. I think that defense have been really good. I think their midfield is good as well. I mean, Kevin De Bruyne is Kevin De Bruyne. Lukaku coming off the bench, being so dangerous. No matter what you think of Lukaku, I know he's a meme. I know everyone makes fun of him. I know he misses a lot of chances. And I think under real pressure, Lukaku won't perform, if I'm still being honest, right? But looking as a team-wise, Belgium is way weaker than Spain, but Belgium might give a good game to Spain, if I'm being honest. Still, no matter what, I think Spain wins this. Even though they don't have a number 9, they lack a lot of things. I think Spain wins this game and goes to the semi-final. So France and Spain are going to meet in the semi-final. Now, semi-final prediction video is going to be... I want to predict this right here, but I will keep it for the semi-final predictions video, right? Next up is Norway versus England. For me, this is the second tied as the 50-50, can't go any way, man. The fact that Norway kicked out my Brazil obviously hurt me a lot, but they were just a better team. They played better. Brazil was more dangerous, I would say, but as a better team, obviously looking back at it, I think Norway played a better team. They had more position, they created their chances, and they finished their chances. Erling Haaland being the destroyer that he is, Erling Haaland being the big bully, Norway Viking that he is, man. Unbelievable. This Norway team has been really good as well, and they have impressed me, if I'm being honest. But I think England, if they kick out Mexico, I cannot believe they kicked out Mexico. Joe to the floor that they kicked out Mexico, if I'm being honest. But I think England is going to go to the semi-finals, and that's that. And then to the main event. Ladies and gentlemen, Argentina versus Switzerland, man. Listen, I know a lot of controversy happened, bad calls in the refereeing and bad refereeing and injustice in the Argentina versus Egypt game, obviously. I've already covered this on my main channel. We have already talked about this. I think the bad refereeing just ruined a lot of things. One of it being that it took joy away from all Egyptians and millions of Egyptians around the world, right? And the other part is that it's so unfair for Lionel Messi, and it overshadowed the Lionel Messi greatness that we saw. Him coming back, him taking his team, him still carrying his team to the next round and next round and next round. And it just overshadowed that, and everyone is saying it's rigged. Everyone's saying he's FIFA's boy. Just, degrading his legacy. But what we saw on the pitch, greatest of all time, and there is no denying that, right? I think Lionel Messi played an unbelievable game, and that's the thing with Argentina, man. Switzerland, obviously, they beat Colombia, and my jaw was on the ground, man. Because I genuinely thought Colombia would go to the semi-final easily, man. I thought that the only team that could beat Argentina in that bracket is either Mexico or Colombia. Now, Mexico went out, surprisingly, and Colombia surprisingly went out by Switzerland. No one expected Switzerland to go through to the semi-finals, and I think Argentinians were also celebrating the fact that Colombia went out because they knew that their biggest threat is Colombia. But again, I don't like that Argentinians and Argentina players always just look at these teams and say, oh, finally we don't get Colombia. Switzerland is an easy game. It's not an easy game, man. This is a team that went toe to toe with Colombia. This is a team that is so compact in the back, so compact in that midfield as well. They are so dangerous as well. They are so calm when they play, and they are a very good team in my opinion. They absolutely have a potential to kick out Argentina. But Argentina I need to talk about. Obviously we talk about Messi's greatness every game. He's carrying this Argentinian team and he's pushing 40 years old, right? But the thing is, you cannot always. I've been saying this entire tournament since the first game, but I watched all the games obviously and all the teams, analyzing all the teams. I've said it first, right? Argentina is not going to win this World Cup. Argentina definitely 100% is going to win the World Cup. And this is not me being a Messi hater or an Argentina hater. I genuinely do not care anymore, right? I say it how it is. Argentina, even Argentinians, there's a few Argentinians that follow me and they message me and they say, "Yep, there's no way we're even going to the semifinals." But Messi fans who are not Argentinian, they're very emotional, just like Ronaldo fans who are not Portuguese, very emotional. They don't speak with, they're always speaking with their heart, they're not speaking with their brain, right? If you see this Argentina team, especially against Egypt, got dominated by Egypt in my opinion. Not very dominated. I think, Argentina had the most positions, the most shots on target. Beautiful game from Egypt, obviously. But I think that they lack. We saw it in the Cape Verde game. We saw it against Egypt. And they are yet to face a very serious team, man. They played so horribly for the standards that Argentina play. They didn't play well, man. That defense of Argentina is a very big issue. And another big issue is offensively as well. No one apart from Messi is attacking. No one apart from Messi is creating anything. No one apart from Messi is doing anything, fam. One bad game of Messi, which we saw against Egypt in the first 70 minutes, right? Messi was off, and you saw that team didn't operate. They kept conceding, they conceded 2 goals, and they were almost about to leave the tournament, right? But Messi, he fired it up, he did what he did, and he carried them to the next round. And that's a big issue. You cannot always depend on one player, man. You need a team. Look at France, they have a team. Morocco has a team. Spain has a team. Norway even has a team. England has a team. Argentina, in my opinion, they don't have a team. They look very off. The defense is not as good as the last World Cup. Martinez even not as good as the last World Cup. And that midfield, they're good. They're good. Enzo, McAllister, they're still good, but a bit shaky. Attack is basically non-existent, and you can tell that Di Maria is so missed in this Argentinian team, man. But ladies and gentlemen, like I said, still, I think if it was Colombia, I would have said Colombia beats Argentina. Since it's Switzerland, they have the potential to beat Argentina, maybe. But Argentina, I think, is going to win this. And in the semi-final, I think it's going to be the last game for Argentina personally. I predicted it, either quarter or semis, Argentina is going out. Now that Colombia is not in the quarter, I'm not really confident in that answer, saying quarter, but I think Argentina wins this, and then in the semi-final probably lose this. Or even the final they might lose it as well, I don't know, man. But Argentina, compared to all the teams, they're looking like all the top teams, right? I think they are the worst of the top teams in my opinion. But that's that, ladies and gentlemen. What do you guys think in the comment section below? That's my predictions for the quarterfinal. I don't know, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And it's so sad that the World Cup is ending. Let's enjoy every single match, every single second of it. And yeah, gracias amigos.